Hello guys, Max here again. Welcome to another edition of Transport Fever. Straight away, to do with the last one, when we did the cross tracks, we've got a train waiting, look at this. We've got a train coming through. Or even better, just to show you what's going on here, you see. He's waiting for the express train to come through. He should go up, and there he goes, he's on straight through, there you are. Anyway, right. Yeah, well, last time I've got this route here, oil going from there down to there. Now I couldn't figure out why I had no line usage, but thank you very much to, I can't remember your name now, but thank you very much for posting a little post on there to say that obviously I've not set the fuel up yet to come into the town. So thank you very much for that. I forgot your name. So anyway. So today we are going to set up to run these fuels to the two cities. So we're going to run a fuel line to Thornton and a fuel line to Richmond from this station here. So the first thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to start with the first one, which is going to be the line down to there. And that's just come up just to remind me, we're going to replace some of our horses. So what I'll do is I think I'll show you that first. Right. So what we do is you bring up this here. This is the old line manager here. So we've got, you see this little circular thing here. Now most of you probably know it, a lot of you probably won't. Okay. So what we'll do is that we'll show you how to do it. Okay, right. So what I've done there is that if you click on the little circular thing there, it will come up with obviously the automatic replacement for your vehicle. So this is how you do it. Right. So you either set it to 25, 100, 125, 150, and 200% of its lifespan. 200% probably with the horses, they probably won't be there. But anyway, put it on. You either 100 or 25%. That's what I do anyway. So we'll have it on 100% this time. You've got to set the vehicle. So you click the button there, and obviously you've got what you can choose. So obviously, as we're passengers, it will be the horse carriage. We'll click on that. And well, you must always, this is what I keep forgetting sometimes to do, you've always got to click yes. And that circular will now become highlighted. So when they reach 10% of their age, they will change. The same with the trains. So we'll set the vehicle again, the trains. But this time, you see I've got some here. So you've got to choose the locomotive. Now, I'm pretty sure that I'm running. Yes, this is the express line. So we're going to have one of them, and you've got to add the carriages. You have to add the carriages, otherwise it won't work. Okay. This will replace both trains when they come to the end of the 100%. Make sure you click yes, and the little circle will come up like that. Right, so we do this one here, set vehicle, horse and carriage, and then click yes, and that'll appear. That one there, exactly the same as that, horse and carriage, and click yes, and that'll appear. And then this one down here, so I'm going to keep this, well actually, yeah, we'll add in. And we've got 6, so we have to go to the tank car, click your oil, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 for me anyway. Let's think it easier. Click on yes, and that's them all done there. Right, okay. As I'm still siphoning money out of my bank account, you see, still losing lots of money, I'm going to borrow some money. Put it down to normal speed. So we'll borrow some money so we can get this one going here. Right. It's always a very good idea. What you need to do is that you need to find industrial buildings, because if you're transporting your fuel, the fuel goes to industrial buildings. Now in this town here, my industrial buildings are located in this area here. Okay, so that makes good for, if we go with that little bit of road there, and we'll have a little bit right up to this building here, like that. We will now build a freight station. A little freight station like that. Move your buttons to it if you want to make it straight like I... Well, actually no, I might have a little angle because that's where it's coming in. See? Now, it covered all of my industrial buildings there. Later on I will show you how to move things in. So it's a quick little line. Get the train track up to the station there. Okay, get out right then. Also, as well, what I'm going to do as well is that I need to get this line. So the reason I'm doing this is because then I can just add a train straight to this there without building another terminal, because at the moment obviously another train yard does cost money and there's money we don't have. Anyway, right, so we're going to bring up a little thing and add a line manager. Okay, so we're going to go from there to here. Okay, and that is, I'm going to name this is going to be the Thornton fuel line. Thornton fuel line. Okay, that's going to be the fuel line. That is going to deliver fuel to this area here. Now we're going to get a train out. By train, obviously the general. And we're going to click tank car. Now the tank car this time we need fuel. You can't even automatic. It fathens its way out. But at the end of the day, we want it to be on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on fuel, which is the red thing, and we're going to have, I don't know, 3. 3 is going to be easy enough for me for this route. Okay. So now, obviously, we need to set the line for the fuel run. Okay. Here he comes now. So we speed up time again. He's going to go up and across and over there onto this line here. That's it. Hope that train will wait there until we've gone through. There we are. Right. So that's the express train waiting. Okay. Right. So hopefully now, when we've actually made it, after we've gone up there and come back, we should be showing the fuel line, the actual line usages. Yes. See, yes, so we've got a train going there. So this one should say, well that says no still, but obviously it's got to get back yet. Okay, so once it gets back we should have the fuel line going. Okay, okay, right. Okay, right, so we have, so we now got, but obviously we look at our other train on, so the train on's doing well. This one and this one's got to get themselves going a bit. This is where you lose money and you pick money up, you see. So obviously we've got a yes there. That should change. He says. And it still says, oh, unless it's got to do one whole lap. So yeah, we'll have a look in a sec. We'll come back and have a look in a sec. Then I spotted another one down here. So I think because we might need. Okay, right. And that sound means we've got another vehicle. So we've got a Baldwin and we've got a horse cut trolley for the old trolley buses, basically. So we still are having an issue with this one. I don't know why, but we are. And we're covering it. I think I should be taking some more money out in a minute. Let's get him back and see what happens now first. Then we'll see what we can do. We might have to rig it, change around a little bit and stuff like that. Right, okay, we'll still have line usage, so the oil. Oh, this supposed to be crude oil. Ah, I see. I have made a mistake. I have made a fundamental mistake. I have not put oil. I've put oil and not crude oil. Yes, that is a fundamental mistake on my behalf. So we let the train get back so I can rectify it. Hopefully he'll go onto the second track and then I can take him back into the depot where I can sort out the oil barrel problem. That is my fault completely. On the plus side, we can actually see they'll crossing work here very, very well as they both meet at the crossing at the same time. Look at that! Wow, that was amazing. Right, okay, so he's got to wait for a free path before these two trains come down. This is the only problem we have, but it's a good problem. Fortunately, the finances don't says another thing, but we'll sort that out in a minute anyway. Right, so he's heading for the depot, and we have a new vehicle available. So it's the American Horse Cart. Well, we don't need that at the moment because we don't have anything going that way. So yeah, he waits for a free path to get down. There we are. So hopefully now he should wait for so he's waiting for him to go into there. So I can rectify my mistake. There we are. Right, so he's in there and he's away. Right, okay then. Crude oil, crude oil, crude oil, crude oil, crude oil. So instead of selling them, you can actually change them. So let's send him back out on the oil run. So this time we have some crude oil. Hopefully this should get us out of the debt, because as you can see we're quite a bit in debt now. So he goes off into there. The time he gets to there, it should see. Fortunately now we have a line usage, and then we have barrels being produced after all that. Right, so there's some barrels up here. Now, so I was saying 16, but 16 is a good start. Okay, so hopefully we should start seeing something work here. So we've got some people waiting there. I've got money, so we've got 125 waiting there, and we have 10 there. It will soon pick up in a minute. It will pick up. Okay, we're just waiting for this oil. So let me just get this one. We'll throw them up on a little screen there as well. Right, and so we're going to come in. We're going to drop our oil off. Our crude oil off. There we are. We look over here again. So we've got some barrels waiting this time. It should make the crude oil into fuel for it to come back, but we need a couple of tries to go, and obviously the money's not really helping matters. Fortunately, the passenger train is helping. So we're filling up quite well with our crude oil there. Back across the crossing. See, I am losing money at the moment, but it's trying to get up. But, oh, and by the way, as everyone knows, I'm actually running it on medium, on the medium setting. So, so yeah. So obviously this is why it seems to be a bit more difficult because I'm running this on the medium setting. So obviously you've got to watch your finances a little bit. But anyway, now we've got 37 crude oil making its way back to the depot, and we should start seeing it being made into fuel. You've got to wait for a free path for the trains to come down. Almost $500,000 now in debt. He goes through, here we go, and he comes all the way through there. So if we look at the old oil making air details, see the potential, but it needs some to start shifting it out. So, but now we're getting a fuel on here. We've got the station 33 at the station, and we've got 42 maximum. So yeah, so this one will come in and give us that's 229k. So now this is starting to produce. You won't pick anything up just yet, but we should start seeing something come in there. Alright, so it's not making fuel. Oh, it's now making fuel. So we've got a 4 on there. And we have 46 waiting. So we're getting there. 8, 9, 10. Okay, well that's good because we're now getting a supply chain going to the town of Thornton. Now, obviously, if we'll bring up the map, Thornton is roughly in the middle of everything. Okay, you see there. So Thornton will probably be the biggest city by the time we're finished. He's now picked up 18. He's now picked up the maximum of 42, and we still have 14 left. So we're doing something correct now. Right, so he comes into the station here. He drops it off. I know it's not a lot for that, but it's enough. So I've really got to sort that bit out, but it's fine at the moment. So if we bring up that, it's not that one, is it? Yes. Yeah, we used to have a thing of what we used to. Okay. So this is all the industries we got going. It hasn't got the old little thing to show you what's going on. So we've got 42 coming in there. He's got 7 going over there. So we are now making a supply chain. It drops off there. So there's not a lot for we don't make a lot on the fuel. The oil, mind you. That's a fair bit on the oil there. That's all right. Right. That's good. Right. That's good. So anyway. So we've done that. So we're not making a lot of money at the moment. But we have 74 oil at that station there. So now I think I'm gonna borrow some more money. Borrow the maximum, we can't go any higher than that now. And put another train on the track. So now we've got we've now got a Baldwin class. It's 1874 snow, so we're going to stick with the general because of the money side of it, and we're going to have some more crude oil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 42. Okay, the same as everyone. Set a line, and we're going to set it on the oil run. And we're now going to watch him make his way up to the oil run. Well, actually, we'll follow him, but we won't. But we won't obviously follow him like that. So that should work out quite well because we're now going to we've got lots of oil there waiting for us now. 62, and we've got 42 available on board of him. Okay. He's coming in with 42. He will pick up 42. Remember, we're only running with 2 signals at the moment. Not running with a lot, so yes, we're running with 2 signals. So if they stay on their separate tracks, you shouldn't have a problem, and they should meet in the middle. Well, kind of it. No, they won't. Kind of in the middle. Yeah, so we've got 42, and we are still producing a lot. Right, so we now got 2 new stuff here. We know got the Celestial Car and we've got the Stagecoach. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to go to the automatic vehicle replacement, and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to replace it with the Stagecoach. Click on yes. I think you can do it another way. On here again, and we're going to click it with a Stagecoach. Yes, automatically changes. That one as well, with a Stagecoach. Make things a little bit better for them then. So anyway, we have now taken enough fuel backwards and forwards. So we've got 42 there. We've got 36 waiting with the train coming back. And we've got 23 fuel waiting. So we've now got a supply chain running, which is now supplying the industries of Thornton. Okay, right. So he comes in, picks up some fuel. So he's now running full. It's only a small line, so that will make its own money in the end. Right, so we've got to now start thinking about getting some fuel up to Richmond. So we've got the industrial areas here. So we've got rather a big industrial area for Richmond. So what we're going to have to do is that we're going to have to bring in a train to do this area lot circling here, but then also run a little truck service from here to the top, because the train station will not make the area. So if I delete that, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so that's going to be the actual train station there. Okay, and it only covers this little area that you can see here. Okay, so what we need to do is that we're going to start off obviously by putting the train station there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're now going to run the train tracks. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the train tracks along the main line, with the main line, because what I would like to do is that when I get a bit further down, I am going to crisscross onto the main track. So this is another one. Now I can do that like that. Actually, I think I will do that down to there. Okay. Now the reason why I do that is because it makes things a lot easier for me. Okay. So the next thing we have to do now is at the station. Now I'm going to have to upgrade the station to 3 there. Okay, make sure nothing's there and apply. Now that's going to knock all the fuel out because I have to start it all again. And we can now see that the oil trains are now, obviously because I've got the two D2 signals there, I need to start running the signals differently, which we will do in a minute. So anyway, so let me run the rail line down here before I actually do run out of money again. I've actually run out of money now. So what have you, so you're going down there, okay. Oh, I see what you've done. Go back round. This is when I have to add multiple there we are, and we're off and running again. Okay, because I've had to extend the station, I've now obviously reset the refinement. Every time you build, when you put a new station up, you will inevitably end up really doing yourself in by actually by actually resetting the route. So you then reset the route, which means all the stuff is stored up, is wiped, and it starts again. So anyway, so we'll carry on with this. See, fortunately, there was some. If we look at the details, there was some still stored in there. So we've still got 19 to be taken back down to Thornton. Well, these two actually sort themselves out again. Yeah, and we'll have to have signals in a minute because the train waiting is going to be waiting there. See, he waits for the train that's all the way up here. So I think I'm going to have to see what I can do with them and bring them down. Hopefully he's got enough on there. So look. So yeah, so he's got 42 oil. It's going to come down and drop off there, and we should start getting our thing going again. because I need to make that to make the money so I can get another train onto here so we can start doing stuff. So fortunately, that should come in. That's going to give us some more, and we've got loads of crude oil waiting to come. And we dropped off, and we're back in profit again. But this time, what I'm going to do is that when I built the track, I'm going to have to build a bigger train, so I can, obviously, because it's going to be a longer run from this site down here up to Richmond. So it's going to be a bigger site, like a bigger run. So obviously they need to be kept topped up with the fuel. So the passengers are going well. As long as we get the freight going, the freight can bring the money in, and then we can build because the freight then helps build up with passengers and with passenger numbers and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm so gonna have to signal that bit there because it waits for the express train to come down. If the express train had signals, I think I won't have a problem. I think that could be my issue with trying to sort stuff out there. So, but yeah, there's new features. The old game save, it actually adds up now, which is a bit strange. It never used to, but so we've got 41 waiting there for Thornton. So that's going to be a regular one, unfortunately. I didn't make enough money then. Well, I'm pretty sure as things go, how much do I need for that? So I need 45 for that, so I'm going to get that, and get the actual line covered. So at least we've got a line coming in. Right, that's the line. So we've done the line and we've still got some money left. Right. Now one of the main things I need to do is I need to put in some signals. So I need to put in a signal here, and a signal before I run out of money. Oh, we're going to run out of money. No, we're going to run out of money. And a signal there. The only reason why I want to put a signal there and there is so this doesn't interfere with the actual running of the main line. Because the main line is probably one of the most ones that are there. So I'm going to put a signal there because it might help with the actual running. I might just have a look at this just to make sure that things are running correctly. See, this time I'll put that signal in there and the train came through. So yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me just make sure he's not going to wait at that signal there. That's not too bad. So, but it's an extra signal for him, to be honest with you. Here comes the other train now. Let's see what happens. So we'll click on him, and we'll click on him. So who's going to wait for who? No one. See, that's what I wanted to do. He would have had to wait for that train. So that train's now come through, and I don't think we're going to have an issue anymore. Well, that's good. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to have. So that was good. So we've got trains crossing each other, and we don't have an issue. See? Yeah, because I want express train to run, but I don't want these ones to be waiting while the train's coming out of the station up there. Oh, we've expanded. We have lots of oil waiting. So I reckon what we should do now is that we should, while we've got some money, is to put some signals in. So we're going to put a signal at about here. Okay. All the way through, and then put a signal about here. Because eventually what we're going to need to do is that probably start to think about adding another train line, another train to the line. Well, we put one there. Then what about here? We shouldn't have an issue then with the trains, because we have a hell of a lot of oil. We have a lot of oil, and we start to make money, and we've got lots of for the Thornton line now. Start thinking about upgrading the trains. Right, so the trains, these are these ones here. So we're going to put the Baldwin. We're going to add. Oh, no, we've got to get rid of them first. The trains you can't. So you got to add the Baldwin, and we've got the Celestial car, which carries more people. So we'll add. So 2 or 3. 2. I think 2 is going to be. See, that is what I need to do, because the passenger trains are now going to be. It will be time up for them soon. Okay. Right. So this one we need to set. So we have a Baldwin, and this is the fuel. So we're going to go for there. Go for the fuel. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 3 fuel. Yes. Okay. And the same as these ones here as well. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to add that. Okay, and we'll possibly add crude oil. Well, why are you running? Oh, have I done it again? So why have I done? Oh, crude oil. It's done it. It's. I think it's when I did the old update the first time for it. So that was lucky. So yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to add another couple to the line there. Okay. So that's them all updated. Starting to slowly make a little bit of money. Not a lot, mind you, but we are starting to make some. Okay. So we have got we've got 308 waiting there. Our trains running at the maximum they can, and then they cross over like that. Express train coming through like that. Right, okay. So we are looking good. And we have a lot of fuel now. What I might do with him, see, is if I click on that, I'm going to add some more of these, but it's going to be fuel. So when it sees time up, that's an extra fuel to go on that one. But what we need to do at the moment is that we need to get, well, I don't think I can afford it actually. I don't have enough money to afford that. But anyway, so that's just a little insight of how to set up a chain for the business. I have 300 left in the oil. Limit is 400. Oh, I think he's had an upgrade as well, so limit of 200 there. So we have a hell of quite a bit there now. The money's coming in. Got passengers at the station. By the looks of it, the town is actually getting bigger. Even this one, even some of these places are not getting it. So we'll have to show you how by train and then transport it through your city on the next one. So 100 up there. I mean, he's only taking 21, but it's still 21. I could send him back, but then that might reset everything. So, actually, will I send him back, or shall I just keep him going until? I'll keep him going until he's actually up and down. So anyway, so on the next edition, what I'll probably do is I will probably get this train running up to Richmond, get Richmond going, and we might actually start thinking about expanding down into the other cities, like down into Cumberland or Santa Anne, Akron over there, and Flint. Well, Flint's right at the very back there, so we might try and make our way to Flint by train. Try and get something going up there. So we've got some oil depots there, but I think that's the only fuel one I've got. Oh no, there's a fuel down there. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably add the oil down to that fuel to actually do that, but that'll be on the next episode. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. There's my little city, my little map with my 2 cities going there. Thank you very much. Please throw me a like. Please throw me a subscribe. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can. Thank you very much, and for now, thank you very much, and bye bye.